Hello, hi there, it's me, it's Dave, or the Jaded Mania. God bless you, my friends. Thank you kindly for joining along for another wacky, crazy live stream. Today is January the 6th, and oh boy, a lot of people are acting like MAGA killed this one and that one. And the question I have is, did MAGA kill MK1? Oh, it's very fascinating. So, we're going to be taking a look at some January 6th insurrection memorials from the developers, from liberals, leftists, and it January 6th. Did MAGA kill Canada? Justin Trudeau quit. Justin Trudeau is out of office. As soon as they find a new leader for the Liberal Party, he's going to resign, so he claims. But this is all very fascinating. January 6th is a very interesting day, it seems like. And hopefully, it's finding you in good health, good spirits. I think a lot of these people like to over dramatize the whole situation. Melodramatics. This is what we say. There's a lot of melodrama surrounding January 6th as to what occurred back in 2021. Oh, I heard so many people bitching on the news about this day. And January 6th seems to be such a sore spot for the liberals, of which there are many designing Mortal Kombat 1 who are involved with MK1. So, yeah, insane. Also, I don't know how this ever escaped my attention. I guess Diddy wasn't on everyone's radar until the news came out about the 1,000 bottles of baby oil and the freak offs. But yeah, I stumbled across something and it was far too shocking. Did MAGA tell P Diddy to do freak offs? Did MAGA tell Justin Trudeau to step down? It seems like a lot of things happened because Trump got elected. Oh, it's very fascinating. Very fascinating times in the world. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Oh, wow. Hey there. Duon, Dave, tell Justin Trudeau. Trudeau. Now that he's stepping down, tell him I'm available. Available for what? Are you gonna top Justin Trudeau? He can't take it. He can't handle it. he's like that guy Juanita from yesterday saying that he couldn't. He loves Papacito's dick, but he can't handle all of it. It's a lot. I'm at the doctor right now. Who knew you make such an intriguing title? Well, I mean, like, I think there's a little bit of like silliness with the title. But of course, I think that you can't blame Trump for MK1. You got to blame the developers. Oh, but the developers would love to claim that Trump killed the game. I am certain. January 6th, my friends. Ussy and her bussy miss you. I don't swing that way, but Ussy can keep that stuff for her friends in the Netherlands. That's nasty. Ooh, I didn't even check on Ghosty Girl. Maybe we should check on her. Hey DB, thank you, my friends, for joining along. Let's actually take a look on Ghosty Girl. What is that's not her name. I'm typing in Ghosty Girl like that's her fucking name. Her name is Losty Girl. Okay. Um Whenever I rewatch the God of War E3 2016 reveal, the crowd reaction gets me every time. It's so damn good. Wait, I know that the liberals are living like they want to go back to prior to 2016 before Trump was ever elected. But honestly, I would kind of like that too, cuz the liberals weren't so crazy minded back in 2012. Or maybe they were. I just wasn't paying attention. I don't know. I'm crying, not the squirrel girl trash talking. Okay, she's talking about Marvel Rivals. I like the game less when I see her playing it because she fucking sucks. Oh, not this Kamala supporter out here talking about Marvel Rivals. It's not woke. There's boobs, there's muscles. Ghosty girl, you're not going to like it. You stupid feminist. I don't like her. She's like one of those bad feminists. You know, like not traditional feminisms, but those who are like, "Oh yeah, the man can come use our washroom. Yeah, we feel totally safe. Abortion rights for trans. Yes." Like she's that kind of feminist. The super progressive one. Okay, so where should we begin our romp today? So I found this. This is regarding P. Diddy. It's probably the least thing related to Trump. But did Trump ever go to the freak offs? I wonder. Let's see. Google, tell me. Did Trump go to the freak off? Question. Did Trump attend freak off parties? Dancer who accused Diddy says ... Yes? No? Oh my god. U.S. presidential hopeful has been named as an attendee of freak-off parties hosted by Sean Diddy Combs. The assertion was made by former go-go dancer Adria Sherry English, who claims that she was pimped out by the musician at his infamous parties. What the fuck? Okay, so maybe this is related to Trump. Who knows? But I don't really know much about Meek Mills. But apparently there's some audio of P. Diddy and this other rapper named Meek Mills. And they were doing things, apparently, allegedly. Let us hear. They are saying that this says... This is a supposed leaked audio of an alleged Diddy and Meek adult. They put corn. Ew, who is putting corn somewhere? That's gross. Okay, so let's hear it. Oh my god. Fuck that shit, nigga. Fuck that shit.
All the champagne with spikes, son.
Wow. I mean, like, honestly, sounds fun. Sounds hot. Fuck that shit, nigga. Fuck my shit. Fuck my ass. Ew. Where was the dush? He didn't dush properly. Maybe that's why it hurts.
All the champagne with spikes, son.
Okay. Okay, sweet. So that's apparently what's happening at the freak offs. So this is a bodyguard for P. Diddy who had apparently recorded this on his cell phone. This is him explaining why he would do such a thing.
Like, all the champagne was spiked. Everybody was passed the fuck out. I don't drink, so I was playing that shit off like I don't fucking drink. I smoke, nigga. Like I smoke and I had my own weed, but like everybody was passed out. Yo, Diddy had that man in the room. Look, yes, I put my ear to the fucking door and I brought the phone because Diddy started going in overdrive. I ain't know what the fuck
Not overdrive. That's what you can do in Street Fighter 6. You can go into overdrive.
was going on, but I just heard balls slapping against ass cheeks. I heard niggas struggling to take dick. I heard niggas being like, "Yeah, daddy." Like when he started all that.
Yes, daddy. Why did he say it like that? Ew.
Daddy this and daddy that. And then I heard some hollering and struggling like, yeah, I kept the phone there and I recorded all that shit because I was like, this nigga Diddy rich. So I'm finna put the squeeze on and get me a couple dollars and just say, you know what I'm saying? There's nobody believed that was really Diddy beating me back in. But now y'all motherfuckers believe the video, right? Right? Somebody throw me a couple dollars, man.
Oh, wow. And then he's like, someone throw me a couple of dollars. So, I mean, like, this must be fake, right? This is fake. Is this real? I mean, it certainly sounds like a lot of fun, but I don't know if it's real or not. But I don't know, my YouTube had put me onto some P Diddy thing. I like to watch the news, and I guess they wanted to give me P Diddy news, and they had this, and I said, what the fuck? So yeah. Now you know more. WTF. I could think of 1,000 ways to tease you with that name. Like, did you get Ussy's bussy? Thank you for wanting to tease me with the Ussy and bussy, but that's her fucking name. Like, I don't know how you say her name. Ussy my bussy. That's her fucking name. Jesus. LOL. Lamau. Yeah, how much fun. Look at this. So this is P. Diddy and Meek Mills hugging up on each other after their freak off. So that's what they used all that baby oil for. Do you think he dushed before? Do you think he was a messy bottom? It kind of sounded like that. There was a lot of liquids. I guess that's the lubes and stuff. Oh, God. Ew. And then, like, I think that there are, like, Puff Daddy and Justin Bieber. Like, OMG, he looks so scared. Look. And then Justin Bieber got groomed into it. Do you think he did the freak offs willingly? Or he was held there, like, against his will? Allegedly. I don't know. But there's a lot of these videos of Justin Bieber's. And look how young and nice he used to look. And then he grew up into that. Oh, he has seen some things in his life. He has lived a hard life of lots of drugs and freak offs and butt pounding. Oh my word. And apparently Justin has a big one. Well, I don't know. I mean, like, I remember back when they would have, like, Star Magazine, and they had, like, Justin, like, nude, or some bullshit. I'm pretty sure it was on Ellen, too. But, yeah, what the fuck? So, yeah, it's real nasty. I'm so sorry. Okay, so, let's go to this. So I was kind of surprised, like, back in my day, when I was in high school, when I was a youth, like, there weren't any trans youth. There were no vaping youth. There was no TikTok youth. There was none of that shit when I was in high school. But we did have a hill, and we called it Smoker's Hill. And that's where the kids who had cigarettes, or the older ones, because we used to have a grade 13, And so that's where the older kids who were legal who would go smoke. They would go to Smokers Hill. But now the kids are like vaping in juice boxes inside of the classroom. Like the world is different. I am so shocked. I have been living under a rock, taking care of my mom for so many years. I did not realize that the children are getting up to these kind of crazy activities. So, yeah, I was watching the news, and let's see what they're saying here.
Uproar for those who use them. The measure has changed some people's habits for the better, but without them, more than a year since Quebec banned flavored vaping products. A move met with uproar for those who use them. The measure has changed some people's habits for the better, but without them, others have turned to cigarettes. Matilda Cherone looks at the ban and how effective it's.
Wait, so how are the children getting the cigarettes? I know that Quebec has like a 16 drinking limit. They need to be at least 16 to drink. I forget. I remember back in the 70s, they used to have a lot of underage stripper hookers. And then Rene Levesque had to shut down all the like sex houses in Montreal. Montreal's different now though. There's a lot of like Queer for Palestine shit going on.
Bean.
Vaping is not good for you, and Canadian authorities do not recognize it as a quitting aid for cigarettes. It's especially popular among teenagers. According to Quebec's Public Health Institute, in 2021, 17%.
He's vaping in the cold? Put on a scarf or something, then you won't want to vape.
Of people aged 15 to 19 had vaped in the last 30 days.
Wait, 15 to 19? So these are like the youth. Much like how they want to trans the children, they're also vaping the children too. What the fuck?
Banning flavors in e-cigarettes is essential to reduce youth vaping.
And that's what the Quebec government did in October of 2023. The results are mixed. A study by the Quebec Coalition of Vapors' Rights found that 36% of vapers picked up cigarettes after the ban.
Why do they need rights? That sounds crazy. Like, what about the rights of the crack cocaine users? What the fuck is going on? Aw, gotta go, Dave. Tease you probably tomorrow. When I talk to you tomorrow, I won't tease you about Ussie's Bussy. You know what? Maybe we'll make a video just about Ussie's Bussy just for you. How about that, Duan?
But the Canadian Cancer Society rejects the finding.
There is no credible evidence that these bans on flavors in cigarettes have led to an increase in smoking. The most recent data.
I mean, like, isn't the vaping getting people into that habitual motion of putting their hand to their mouth, trying to smoke? Like, they should be embracing cessation aids that aren't all about that. I mean, like, even if you wanted that, they have Nicorette inhalers that you can get at the pharmacy, right? I think.
For Quebec that we have available shows a continuing decline. And, you know, we have to recognize that it's commercial interests that are advancing this point of view.
The ban hasn't stopped people from finding what they need.
We organize some visit. Yeah.
Why are the children so insistent on smoking their vapes?
Mainly vapor shops, and most of them are still.
Yeah, that's a problem. Like when you go down the streets here where I live, it's like curry shop, weed shop, a Tim Hortons, and like Payday Advance. Like those are the most common stores that you'll see. Like society has really changed.
Still selling vapor flavor, and especially to teenagers also. And there's a lot of illegal sales of the flavors on internet.
Flavor enhancers are also being sold.
Yeah, they should make that shit illegal for children. I think of like vapes as just as bad as cigarettes, if not worse. Because at least the cigarettes, like you could think about like the natives smoking their peace pipe. But you can't really think of like the natives weren't smoking a vape. They didn't have chemicals for flavorful watermelon vapes or whatever they have.
Perfectly legally to get around the rules. Quebec's coalition of tobacco shop owners wants the government to start cracking down on these illegal practices. They suggest creating a program similar to the already existing Accès Tabac, which targets cigarette contraband.
We suspect that all the illegal sale of the flavor, the people behind it is probably some people that are already smuggling tobacco products.
Oh. Oh, yeah, like I'm like, who the hell is selling vapes? Like, I would know dealers. I mean, someone who isn't me would know dealers would sell shrooms, would sell acid, but they wouldn't sell like, like you would have to go to someone else to get your snow or something, like there's different dealers for different things. But a lot of the dealers who are out there, I never encountered them selling cigarette contraband, because that wasn't like a thing. Cigarette contraband. This is like people who are targeting children, which sounds even more scummy. Like, these poor children have these bad actors who want to sell them illegal cigarettes or illegal vapes. Do you want to go to your free clinic testing? Find out if you got the high five or not. Quick question: why do you call Ussie's bussy your bussy? Just had to get that. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just her name. You gotta join the fam if you want to know all the secrets. Duwan. I'm sorry. It's like banned episode. Wasn't shown on this side of the Atlantic, unfortunately. So, yeah, gotta join the fam to get the secret drama. But that's her name, Ussie my bussy. Weren't you there for that one? Maybe you weren't. I'm not sure. I know DB was there. Ussie my bussy. That's her name. Or Ussie Belmussy? It's something bussy or mussy. Whatever her fucking name is.
Additionally, advocates are rushing the federal government, which has been working on a Canada-wide ban since 2021.
And it'd be really beneficial.
So, like, here's my thing. In Canada, you can't get poppers. Like, everyone's a top here in Canada because there's no more poppers. Illegal. Poppers are unauthorized and may pose serious health risks. So gays across the world are getting it up the ass. Except here in Canada. Oh, not that they have pictures of the poppers. Uh-oh. Seized from retail location. Why are they doing this? Not from Wiggles adult video. Not that they shut down Wiggles adult video, did they? Oh, they're still open. I guess they paid the fine. They can't get shut down. They just get a fine. But, oh, look at all these poppers. So getting poppers in Canada is something where if you are selling, you will get huge fines. Or if you are buying, they'll just seize it at the border. They just won't send it to you. So no one bottoms anymore in Canada, or at least, there's not a lot of them anymore. Very interesting. No more poppers. So if they took away the poppers from the gays in Canada, right? Like, take away the stupid children's vapes. Take away their effing HRT. The children don't need that stuff. Children need to just be children, play with their Barbies or whatever. Not that Fate also plays with Barbie. But just let the children be children and not be exposed to, like, old nasty men like Fate. But yeah, very very interesting. I find these things happening here. All right, so I think like January 6th is a very important date for the liberal hive mind. January 6th represents all of the scary insurrection coup d'etat that was to be done by the people peacefully protesting at the Capitol, January 6th, DC. And of course, some of the developers at NRS are very, very politically charged. I don't care so much about Trump, Kamala, whatever. I care so much about specific things, like things that impact me, like the LGBTQ. Like, we don't need to be transing the youth. Leave the youth alone. Also, snatch those vapes away from them, and maybe don't give them poppers. Do the children need poppers? No, they don't. Take away the poppers from the children. But Jonathan Anderson is killing me with all of the crap about MAGA. So, sensitivity warning. I think we're going to see something. So he reposts here Denise Wheeler. Michael Fano, the DC police officer who almost died defending the Capitol. He was beaten with a flagpole, suffered burns, a heart attack, and traumatic brain injuries after Trump's MAGA thugs assaulted him. This is what Trump and Republicans were celebrating at Mar-a-Lago last night. Can we just, calm down? It's not like every effing Republican and it wasn't Trump who beat this guy. It wasn't Trump who gave him a heart attack. I still don't really understand all of this January 6th hullabaloo. Yes, hootenanny. Because Trump wasn't leading the people. Maybe he said something on Twitter like, "Ooh, let's have people come together," but apparently the majority of the American populace didn't see January 6th as a huge issue, but it is remaining as such a huge issue for Jonathan Anderson and these liberals. But I don't know the whole situation of Michael Fano. Let's search Google. Oh my god, he's dead? Wait. No, he died in 2017. Ex-DC cop. Most of the people in this country are indifferent to January 6th riot. I would classify myself as indifferent as well. I don't see how it involves me, but it really bothers some other people. Who suffered a minor heart attack and a traumatic brain injury after he was dragged into a mob, beaten and tased. What? Oh, this sounds like a failure of the police force. How did they allow this one guy to get overrun by a mob? That's what happens when you defund the police. Why did they do this? Fanone says that he thinks people are indifferent because of where it happened and the fact it involved a political rally. I think people are just tired of politics in Washington, D.C. I agree. I think a lot of people are over this kind of partisan issues and things like that. I think when people look at things pragmatically based in reality, I think, yes, let's not have the trans youth happening. However, he said that he's interested to see what the January 6th committee has found about the period leading up to and after the riot. Interesting. So this is what the developers at NRS want people to think, want people to feel. They want us to feel some sort of I'm not even American, but they want me to feel some sort of way about January 6th and the MAGAs and the Trumps and the. Honestly, I don't care. I really don't care. But these people are really virtue signaling on the internet to let people know that they are good and better than the players of Mortal Kombat 1, better than the rest of the United States who voted for Trump. Okay, only 2 people wore the Artists for Ceasefire red pin at the Golden Globes Awards yesterday. This was posted by Layla Hamed and then reposted by the developer from NRS. I don't know what ceasefire they're talking about. Are they talking about Ukraine? Are they talking about Yemen? Are they talking about Sudan? Are they talking about Gaza? Are they talking about where are they talking about? what are they talking about? Are they talking about Venezuela versus Guyana? What's the ceasefire for? 2 people out of hundreds who could use their voices, their platform, to speak against. I'm sorry, bitch. They're just wearing a little pin. You're telling me a little pin is the virtue signaling is very strong here. They need to virtue signal in the most abhorrent ways, apparently. By wearing a pin. Gotta wear that pin. Otherwise, you're a terrible person who supports genocide. Yes. Don't wear the pin. You're a genocide supporter. What? So this is how twisted the minds are behind MK1. They are thinking this crazy shit. That's, of course, why they designed a game that nobody likes, is because they're thinking of things that nobody else is thinking. 2 people out of hundreds who could use their voices, their platforms, to speak against the most transparent genocide in human history. I don't even know where they're talking about. Please don't tell me they're talking about Palestine. Because why didn't Egypt accept the people in the Gaza Strip? It was Egypt who annexed the Gaza Strip back in 1940 whatever. So why didn't they open up their doors to help out their poor fellow people? Oh my God. They're trying to make a whole entire nationality, ethnicity out of Gaza. But it's no different from Arab, Muslim of Jordan, Arab Muslim of West Bank. This is their shared history. It's not like they're genociding all of the Arab Muslims in the Middle East. That's insane. So what's going on? Are they really fighting terrorists, or is there a genocide? I don't understand this transparent genocide bullshit. And I hate this kind of like virtue signaling where it's not only meant to make the other person seem better, they are actively putting down others for not going along with the virtue signaling. It's not that they're praising the virtue signaling, they're also in the same breath saying, why aren't you virtue signaling as hard as me? Crazy. So Guy Pearce, I know Guy Pearce from Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, that drag movie. He was a drag queen. I think he was also in. Was he in Lord of Rings? Maybe not. I don't know. But I know Guy Pearce from Priscilla, Queen of Desert. I don't know Ayo Edibiri. I never heard of her. Okay. TDS alert. Oh no, only 2 people actually died on January 6th. Ashley Babbitt was one. The other was Roseanne Boylan. The video is disturbing and the reason why you don't hear about it. Yes, I think I will claim ignorance on these things. I don't want to know about that. That sounds really sad. Because the US is paying Egypt on behalf of Israel. I mean, but there's Jordan. There's Lebanon. There's Syria. You're telling me none of these other Arab nations could have taken on refugees? No. They just don't want to help. They don't care. What about Iran? Iran's the one funding Hamas. They couldn't find a place for their Hamas operatives. I wonder, like, are there tunnels going from Gaza to Iran, or is it going to Jordan? Where are these tunnels going? Because I remember when we took a look at that story of Hamas killing their gay leader or one of their gay subordinates or something. He was tortured in some sort of tunnels. Not sure. Not sure. Okay. So, it's an auction. Donations to Biden's inaugural fund in 2021. 200,000. Donations to Trump's inaugural fund. 1 million. The oligarchy is here. I mean, like, they're reading so hard into it. These people support both sides all the time. Whether or not they support the inaugural fund or not, who cares? Sam Altman, who's that? He's not that guy with the FTC or crypto or whatever. Who's Sam Altman? Oh, he looks femme. This picture looks femme. He looks like he could do a nice drag makeover. I don't know who these people are, but you can see that NetherRealm Studios will never change. The things that they have created with Mortal Kombat 1, they consider art. They consider right. Because they are very much part of this liberal hive mind that embraces the weird gender identity politics, that wants to guilt people into not liking things that they also like. It's kind of disgusting. Very disgusting. But I hate that they use extremist words like genocide. It just belittles the word genocide. That's not what's happening. Transparent genocide. Then they're using this poor guy, Michael Fanone, and they didn't even spell his name right. His name is Fanone, not Fano, because Michael Fano is a dude who died before January 6th because he was an old man. That's sad. But yeah, really wild that the developers are acting like this. We saw Dominic posting yesterday. He didn't post anything today. But I imagine if he was on Twitter, he would have been posting so much more. I think for a lot of the people over on Blue Sky, they're not getting the same kind of traction that they used to get on Twitter. Like, here you can see Dominic. He has way less followers, and he posts a lot less. And he's posting about not politics. I'm not sure if he's had a change of heart. It doesn't seem like it, because he still likes to paint Trump as a very bad man. But the question is, when will these people return to Twitter? I think that's what's going to happen. I also noticed that a lot more people have less of those blue check marks on Twitter. And I guess that's because people are really mad with Elon Musk. Which is hilarious. I don't get it. But people should try and see things rationally, logically, rather than trying to hype people on emotions. I don't understand why Jonathan Anderson is coming after all of the people at the Golden Globes for not wearing a stupid pin. Suck a dick. And shouldn't it be like watermelon? Because isn't that what Thinny does to represent Palestine, is the watermelon? Oh, F this tiny creature. Okay, so let's move on here to this. I do like to, we're using a lot of newsy references today, it being January 6th. But I found this from Democracy Now!, which is more leftist leaning. Oh, I'll watch an NBC. Oh, I do like to watch an NBC because they say some really crazy stuff. But I used to love watching Democracy Now! For more of an international look at things. I find like American news, Canadian news doesn't really talk about things in the UK or abroad. But Democracy Now! Sometimes does this. But Democracy Now! Has turned very, very anti-Trump. Anti anything dealing with rational common sense, they are anti that, which is unfortunate. But here they paint a very crazy picture about January 6th. And like I said, January 6th seems to be a hallmark day for these leftists. So this is all in relation to Elon Musk. His quote-unquote extremism is shaping Trump admin and global politics. Okay.
And let's talk specifically about the conversation we're having on this day, on January 6th, when the vice president, Kamala Harris, who presides over the Senate, will essentially certify her own loss. And this fourth anniversary of what took place January 6th, 2021.
Well, I think that, the January 6th is an apropos for a couple reasons. One is kind of silly, but also meaningful, which is if you look at the character that Musk uses when he plays the game Diablo 4, which he describes as giving him life.
I could not believe this. I could not believe I was hearing this on Democracy Now! That they were talking about Diablo 4 and Elon Musk. OMG, if they judge people based on their video games, like I enjoy playing as Manya, what are they thinking about me? Do you not see my character in Street Fighter 6? He has a huge dick. I love my she in Street Fighter 6. So like, or maybe they would be very gender affirming about it. I don't know. But not that he's judging Elon Musk based on his Diablo 4 character.
Life lessons and allowing him to see the Matrix. The guy kind of looks quite a bit like and allowing him to see the Matrix. The guy kind of looks like a character that Musk uses when he plays the game Diablo 4, which he describes as giving him life lessons and allowing him to see the Matrix. The guy kind of looks quite a bit like the QAnon shaman so well known from January 6th.
QAnon? QAnon is that group that said Hillary Clinton eats babies? I don't know what. Is that what QAnon's about? I'm not sure.
So January 6th, in a way, kind of, I think, opened this new era in American politics where the kind of surreal, fringe, often online communities have sort of entered the world of sort of high politics and have scrambled the kind of coordinates of average rules of the game and the normal sort of protocols. I think that Musk is someone who is really a product of that kind of crossover effect, where building up a kind of huge online community, building up the sort of status as a global media influencer, has now the capacity to actually shatter existing coalitions, shatter existing standards of what normal politics is. And
I don't know. It sounds like this guy is mad at social media. And I guess, like, people who are based in legacy platforms, like, Democracy Now! Used to be a radio show. Now they've transitioned to being on YouTube. But I remember when I only used to hear of Democracy Now! Through my college radio station. Yeah, that was a different time in life. He sounds like he's stuck in that and he doesn't like that people are using Twitter. Oh, he sounds biased as well. Oh, my word.
His connections now to people like Nigel Farage until recently, Tommy Robinson, the AFD, Giorgia Meloni. These are signs of kind of a willingness to shatter existing traditional party systems, to embrace disruption kind of for its own sake, and to really harness, especially the power of the internet, to make possible.
Okay, I mean, odd. Harnessing the power of the internet for politics is bad, apparently. So, why was Kamala doing podcasts? Why was she doing podcasts? She did the Call Her Daddy podcast. Remember? And then that old congressman was saying how Kamala was talking about tampons and that nobody gives a function about tampons. I remember that. But they're also putting this same marking that they're putting on Elon Musk also on Nigel Farage, this guy from the UK. Mikey, you're here. Six Legs. What do you guys think of the Reform Party and Nigel Farage? He has a fancy name. That's all. But this kind of went into the crazy territory for me when they started linking the apartheid and Elon Musk.
Allegiance to the Rhodesian cause. South Africa, in the time of apartheid, was seen as a kind of a last bulwark against the black socialism of post-colonial Africa. In the time of transition, in the time of Mandela, and the move to one person, one vote, universal suffrage, the end of apartheid, it was cast by the far right and by sort of libertarians and neoliberals as a kind of a prosperous site of gold production and manufacturing that was now under assault by a socialist black majority government, the ANC. And for Musk himself, the experience of growing up there with a very authoritarian dictatorial father was very dystopian one from the way that his biographer recounts it. There's memories that he recounts perhaps a little bit gleefully and perhaps through fabrication of sort of walking through puddles of blood on the way to rock concerts. He saw it as a kind of a social Darwinist, sort of all against all type environment, which I think has now very much implanted into his mind. I think he discovers that again in the online world of brutal so-called dungeon crawling video games where he's...
Oh my god. So this guy, in the same breath, is talking about dungeon crawling video games and the apartheid, creating a dictatorial behavior from Elon Musk on Twitter. What the fuck? What are these people talking about? I mean, like, at least when I show you things about laddie boys and gentledoms, at least I have references. At least I'm showing you what the laddie boys and gentledoms are doing. But this is absolutely wild. Yeah, Elon Musk, Twitter. I don't know what you think about it, but apparently it's a thing. So let's see what you guys are saying. DB, the hurricane survivors need tampons, Dave. NRS developers. Yes, that is what the developers believe. Please send all of the tampons to the hurricane victims. It'll help them soak up the water. Congrats on Platinum. Platinum what? You got the Platinum trophy for Marvel Rivals? Six Legs? Oh my word. That's a lot. I believe Tom Holland and Zendaya are engaged. I don't know who these people are. I think I've heard of a Zendaya, but I don't know who a Tom Holland is. I wish we got original gem name characters like Sonya, Shiva, Scarlet, Jade instead of male to female, Sector, and Cyrax. We will never get original characters in MK1 anymore. The reason why Dominic did the reboot was because he's too lazy of an effing writer to actually make a story that made sense. This is the same thing that many Hollywood people do. They do a reboot so that they have total liberty to just F around with the lore. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. And I think what you're seeing here with Dominic is that it's just rehashing Marvel tropes. Like, if I wanted to see Marvel, I would watch Marvel. but I don't. So I don't want to see it. So yeah, insane. Thoughts on Trudeau resigning? Oh, well, we are going to be talking about that. President Assad went to Russia for asylum. Syria was just overthrown, by the way. Not just overthrown, not today. But yes, it happened. The region is very conflicted right now. Yeah, still, if those Gazans want to live, surely they could get out of the Gaza. Hopefully. No? Go into Egypt, go into some neighboring country, get into the West Bank, go to Jerusalem, get to Jordan. Yeah, go somewhere. Just go anywhere. But for all of those reasons, I don't call it transparent genocide. Oh, these words that people use. Okay, so let's take a look at, I guess, the pièce de résistance today. So I saw this happening today, and I thought, oh God, MAGA has killed Canada, or at least Justin Trudeau. Justin Trudeau resigned. He quit. He is saying that he will no longer be Prime Minister of Canada once they find within the Liberal Party a new leader. Oh my word. Oh my word. Justin Trudeau did, like, I don't know, one good thing. He legalized marijuana, and now 1 in every 4 stores on a strip mall is a weed shop. Very nice. Lots of weed shops here. But there has been growing sentiment that Justin Trudeau has not been fulfilling his duties as Prime Minister. Most recently, he had the Deputy Prime Minister resign on him. She issued a public letter saying that he was involved with all sorts of costly political gimmicks and wasn't serving the Canadian people, but serving himself. Oh my word. It was very dramatic here in Canada before the new year. And Justin Trudeau went away saying that he would think about things over the holidays. And now he's made his first public speaky event, first official response to all of the calls from his different caucuses telling him to resign. And it seems like he did this. So breaking news, Trudeau expected to announce resignation. So this is coming from one of our Canadian news places. Let's see what he says.
I'll wing it.
His little papers flew away, and he said, I'll wing it.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just quitting. Like, how many words does he need to say?
So I thought it might be fun for us to do this again.
He's saying this because this is, like, that's where he lives. So he's making this announcement right outside his house. At Rideau Hall? No, they said that there was something wrong with... This is a temporary Prime Minister residence. The place where they're supposed to live is, like, under renovation or something. But this is where he made all his COVID announcements. Like, he would come on the news every week and say, oh, we're doing the right thing. Those truckers are really bad.
Bon matin. Every morning I've woken up as Prime Minister. I've been inspired by the resilience, the generosity, and the determination of Canadians. It is the driving force of every single day I have the privilege of serving in this office. That is why, since 2015, I've fought for this country, for you, to strengthen and grow the middle class.
He couldn't even keep his family together. He's going to keep the country together? Yeah, right.
Why we rallied to support each other through the pandemic, to advance reconciliation, to defend free trade on this.
Wait. Advanced reconciliation? That's like a fancy word saying that he wants to give more money to the natives? I think for one of the things where they were supposed to commemorate finding like a mass grave near a residential school, Justin Trudeau canceled on his appearance for that memorial. Like, he doesn't care about the natives. Why does he pretend? All of these people pretend like they care, but they don't actually care.
This continent to stand strong with Ukraine and our democracy.
Wait, I don't know anyone in Ukraine. Wait, where's 6310? But I don't think about Ukraine on a daily basis. Oh, Justin Trudeau. What are these values of Canada that he's espousing here?
In force of every single day I have the privilege of serving in this office. That is why, since 2015, I've fought for this country, for you, to strengthen and grow the middle class. Why we rallied to support each other through the pandemic, to advance reconciliation, to defend free trade on this continent, to stand strong with Ukraine and our democracy, and to fight climate change and get our economy ready for the future. We are at a critical moment in the world. Mes chers Canadiens, à chaque matin, je me suis réveillé en tant que Premier ministre.
He's just saying the same shit in French. Chaque matin me réveiller, like he's saying every morning that he wakes up as prime minister.
Ministre inspiré
Okay, well, let's
par la
fast forward that.
mobilisé en tant que Canadien pour notre soutien inébranlable. My friends, as you all know, I'm a fighter.
Yeah, right. Do on. Tell Justin Trudeau to head to my place. Just saying. Well, you know what? He's gonna end up calling you Papacito. Do on. Is this Trudeau's Quitality video? Yeah, this is him doing harakiri. That's why he looks so sad. Cool. Next time I'm on, I will send you an invite. Add me and I'll try to help. Oh, you're talking about ranked. Oh, okay. Thanks, Mike. I'm stuck in platinum. You know what? Once we get a team together, we're all going to be Grandmaster. Thursday. 8:30. British. And that's when we'll get together. Sorcerer. Hi, Dave. Happy for you. Congratulations to whole Canada. You know what? It's not democratic, though. Like, we have an illusion of democracy here. He's resigning from being prime minister when the Liberals choose the next leader. But that next leader is going to be automatically interim prime minister? Like, he's not saying that he will dissolve the parliament. He should be saying that.
Every bone in my body has always told me to fight because I care deeply about Canadians. I care deeply about this country.
He only cares about himself. Where's that video from Pierre Poilievre with all of the brown face? Oh, I'm sure Pierre Poilievre is very much celebrating. Oh. No. Where could it be? Oh, yeah, wackos.
All the wackos are... With these people in power, anything is possible. And so the saga continues with a wacko government that mirrors the eccentricities of its leader as Trudeau attempts to hold on to power. The most outrageous moment for these wackos may still be on the horizon.
Yay. How nice. Wacko.
Seemingly reflected in his leadership and the decisions of...
I don't believe he cares about Canada. Not when he behaves like that all of the time. And it's so easy to get these clips.
And I will always be motivated by what is in the best interest of Canadians. And the fact is, despite best efforts to work through it, Parliament has been paralyzed for months after what has been the longest session of a minority parliament in Canadian history.
It's not months. It's been years of him doing this shit.
That's why this morning I advised the Governor General that we need a new session of Parliament.
Oh.
She has granted this request, and the House will now be prorogued until March 24th. Over the holidays, I've also had a chance to reflect and
I mean, like, they say, like, prorogued, and yeah, like, I'm not so clear. Prorogation of a parliament results in the termination of a session. Parliament then stands prorogued until the opening of the next session. Why doesn't he just get rid and call an election? Yes, I want to know what proroguing means. Prorogation differs from recess, such as the usual summer recess. It also differs from the dissolution of parliament, which sparks an election. They need to have this election now. Like, why continue the minority government with an interim leader? It's the liberals think that they're going to win if they're able to put a new face as the prime minister, so that when it does become an election situation in October, because that's when our next scheduled election is, October 2025, that interim prime minister would win. And I'm pretty sure they're choosing, like, ex-Bank of Canada director Mark Carney. I think that's the number one choice. But I'm so shocked that they are going to keep us in suspense, in dilemma, because those tariffs, 25% tariffs, are happening January when Trump gets into office. They're not solving anything. These people are just kicking the can down the road. But it's nice to see him stepping down. Good, quit.
have had long talks with my family about our future. Throughout the course of my career, any success I have personally achieved has been because of their support and with their encouragement.
He looks so sad, like he wants to cry. His nose is red. He was probably crying inside. And now that his wife left him, all he can do is cry into the arms of his Sikh terrorist boyfriends.
So last night over dinner, I told my kids about the decision that I'm sharing with you today. I intend to resign as party leader, as Prime Minister, after the party selects its next leader through a robust, nationwide, competitive process.
There's no election. Call an election.
Last night, I asked the president of the Liberal Party to begin that process. This country deserves a real choice in the next election.
So then, but why aren't you fixing the country before Trump gets into office and put all those tariffs on Canada? Like, he doesn't care. No one cares. They're only caring about the Liberal Party, and it seems like he's had to quit to help out the Liberal Party for the next election. That's what he's saying, so that they can have a proper leader in place before Pierre Poilievre sweeps the next election. WTF. Jaded Rabbit for president. That's not, I don't know. That's not really what I want. Trump doesn't even live with Melania. He can't even save his relationship to a stripper. Is that the situation here? Oh my word. Okay.
Election, and it has become clear to me that if I'm having to fight internal battles, I cannot be the best option in that election. Mes chers amis, comme vous savez, je suis un fighter.
Je suis un fighter. mes chers amis, mes chers amis, je suis un fighter. The fucking accent. It kills me.
Pendant le temps des fêtes, la décision que je partage avec vous tous aujourd'hui. J'ai l'intention de démissionner de mon poste. Hier soir, j'ai demandé au président du parti de commencer les étapes nécessaires.
Yeah, when he said that he was saying that he was going to step down, he said that he told his kids last night. What about his ex-wife? He didn't talk to her?
Parti libéral dans la prochaine élection. Exactement ce que je vais. Minister and leader of its values, a new prime Canada is an continuer à faire ce que nous allons continuer à faire pour les Canadiens. The Liberal Party of Canada is an important institution in the history of our great country and democracy.
Boo.
A new Prime Minister and leader of the Liberal Party will carry its values and ideals into that next election.
Boo, Justin Trudeau.
I'm excited
Boo.
to see the process unfold in the months ahead.
Oh, he has left such a shit stain on the Liberal Party. I don't think that they are going to win the next election, even if he steps down. Yeah. He should just call an election.
We were elected for the third time in 2021 to strengthen the economy post-pandemic and advance Canada's
This loser called an election during the pandemic, and he still didn't win a majority.
interests in a complicated world, and that is exactly the job that I and we will continue to do for Canadians. Merci beaucoup, mes amis.
Thank you, Prime Minister. We'll now go to questions, starting with Laurence Martin, Radio-Canada.
Bonjour, Monsieur Trudeau. Vous vouliez le faire, ce combat contre Pierre Poilievre. Des batailles internes, il y en a dans votre parti depuis plusieurs mois déjà. Pourquoi est-ce que vous décidez d'abdiquer maintenant? Qu'est-ce qui vous a fait changer d'avis?
So, like, she's like, oh, this has been going on for so long. Why are you doing it now? With Pierre Poilievre and these internal struggles, why didn't you do something sooner? Is kind of the gist.
Comme vous savez, je suis pas quelqu'un qui recule facilement devant un combat, surtout un combat si important pour le parti et pour le pays. Mais je fais ce job parce que
Je faisais ce job. He did the job. The franglais of it is like hilarious.
l'intérêt des Canadiens
That's we've got two official languages here in Canada. It's English and franglais. Not even French. It's franglais.
et le bien-être de notre pays, de notre démocratie, me tient à cœur. Et c'est devenu clair que je ne peux pas être le chef dans les prochaines élections à cause des batailles internes.
Ensuite,
In English?
As you all know, I am a fighter, and I am not someone who backs away from a fight, particularly when a fight is as important as this one is. But I have always been driven by my love for Canada, by my desire to serve Canadians, and by what is in the best interest of Canadians. And Canadians deserve a real choice in the next election. And it has become obvious to me with the internal battles that I cannot be the one to carry the Liberal standard into the next election.
Wow. So I mean, like, he needs to step down sooner. Honestly, they needed to have someone in place to go right now, so that we could have an election. Have the election now. What is the difference a couple of months gonna make when Trump is going to be putting in the tariffs at the end of January? I'm confused. But this is so wild. Canada is certainly feeling like we're going to hell in a handbasket. Definitely feels like MAGA and the Trumpers made Justin Trudeau cry. Look, he's on the verge of tears because of Trump. This all happened because Trump was elected and he said that they're going to have all of these crazy tariffs. If he never said anything about tariffs, I wonder if the situation would have escalated so quickly. Because it was because of the tariffs that he lost his vice prime minister, deputy prime minister. It was also because of the tariffs that he was singled out for costly political gimmicks, such as tax holiday. Oh, he definitely would have been better off if Kamala had won. He would have stayed in power for sure. But it's it's sad that Canadian democracy can allow for people to hold on to power for so long. Like, there was nothing in legislation that would have prevented Justin Trudeau from running for a third term. The only thing that stopped him was that people were begging him to quit, that he was going to ruin the Liberal Party. So, I mean, I guess it's good that he's stepping down. At least we know he's not a total dictator. But the way that he behaved during COVID with the truckers who were protesting, the way that he behaved for many years has seemed very authoritative. But I guess at least he's not Il Duce. At least he's not Il Duce. Very interesting. But poor Justin Trudeau, poor Elon Musk, poor January 6th survivors. Like, everyone is sort of screwed. And is it because of MAGA? Is it because of Trump? Maybe. Who knows? Did MAGA kill MK1? No. It was the developers at NRS who committed their own demise. But it's an interesting question nonetheless, because these developers are out here acting like Trump is the Antichrist. Very hilarious. But yes, interesting times indeed today on this anniversary of the J6 insurrection. Hopefully you guys are staying safe. You know, there's some scary people out there. So hopefully you're not running across the QAnon shaman, as that guy described it. I need to know, who is the QAnon shaman? Oh my god, he's an actual person? It's this guy. And then but that guy said that this one is Elon Musk. QAnon shaman. Oh my word. Okay. We'll use him as thumbnail. What a good thumbnail. Oh, we should have like a... If Dave was back in the business of making thumbnails, it would be like this guy and then like Cyrax looking very sad. Oh boy, this is great. Oh wow. Okay, so yes, leave a like or get out. Live stream over. It's done. C'est fini. If you really enjoyed it, please do consider joining the Jaded Bunny family. You get access to all of my secret videos, secret family get-togethers. Yes, please do join. Would be lovely to have you. Much love to all of my brothers and sisters who help keep me alive here on this here internets. Thank you, Cider M. Love you, brother. Sorcerer, OMG. Thank you, Sorcerer. Thank you to all of you. Oh, really, thank you for making it to the end of another live stream. But yes, I am praying for all of you to please stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. Bye, my friends. Take care. Peace. Love you guys.